much needed win, but just can you explain what happened during that period where Sri Lanka were 144 for 1 and then collapsed for 159 for 6 and then 201 all out? How can you explain that?
Very hard to explain. We were in a very good position at one stage. I think the wicket is such, it's very difficult to start, I think. When a set batsman is there, it looks like a easy wicket to bat on, but we lose 1 wicket and then we lose 3 wickets in 1 over. So it's a lot of tentative shots. We were lack of confidence what happened lately for us. So I think batters were a little bit tentative at the start. That caused for a few dismissals, and then the other guys are put panic button on and then suicidal run out. We allowed them to come into the game.
We just have another 2 more days only for the next game. Quick turnaround. What sort of a thing can you tell the players such as Kusal Mendis, Dhananjay De Silva, Angelo Mathews, who have failed both these games? What sort of a mental preparation they need to make?
Yeah, there's very little I can do, but we all know that they're experienced players, and they will certainly learn from this. I mean, learning in the sense they need to understand what went through between their ears at that time. So it's all about trust in their defense at the start. I'm sure if they get a start, especially Angelo and Mendis, will score runs in this tournament.
How much of a worry is it that in the first 2 games it's only really 2 batsmen that have stood up to be counted? You've almost had 2 guys carry their bat throughout the innings. How much of a concern is it going forward against potentially stiffer opposition in terms of setting a target that's defendable or chasing?
It's all depends on the condition. To be honest, the 2 pitches that we got here are not ideal for ODI cricket. For my mind, if you look at the other teams at other venues, that all the wickets look a little more brown or whiter than these one. These are two green wickets. Unfortunately, we lost the toss. We had to bat first. As I said, it's once you get in, it's easy to bat on, but starting is a bit hard. So hopefully we get better pitches for our batters to start.
Who takes credit for picking Pradeep for this game?
I don't care who gets credit. He got wickets. That matters.
Of course. Well, he bowled fantastically well, and Lasith as well with the Yorkers at the end. That's what we've come to expect from him.
Yeah, that's what you expect from Lasith. He's a world-class performer, and he step up when it matters. Nuwan has been really bowling well in the 2 practice game as well. So he actually single-handedly kept us in the game.
What did you make of Afghanistan?
Oh, they're very dangerous side, especially on a tournament like this. Time and time again, they have proved that they can be dangerous. They got really good bowling attack, world-class players. So I think the conditions suited us for our selection. To be honest, we played 5 fast bowlers. I think that helped us.
Coach, the total, did you think it was defendable despite the collapse that you had? Did you think 200 was good enough? And just once more, just what you made of Pradeep's performance, given the fact that he didn't play in the first game. In hindsight, we look back at that now and say, was it a good idea because the conditions seemed to help him and he seemed to really perform well today?
Who is Nuwan you're talking? Yeah. Yes. Then the score is never enough. I mean, the way we started, I thought that we end up getting 280, 300. But at the end, a little bit cameo from Lasith Malinga and what's his name, Suranga Lakma got us 20 runs, I think. And then we expected our seamers to bowl well on this wicket because the wicket has a lot of help for the seamers if you hit the deck hard and they hit the seam. But disappointed with our batting effort. We have to get better.
Bashir from RTA, your team did really well to defend the total. What does that mean to you and the team going forward in the tournament?
This gives us a lot of confidence because we were really needed a win. we haven't got much success lately. I'm sure you will see a better team, better approach from our team after this win. We need this win badly.
Did you sort of give a pep talk to the team after the way it collapsed in the break, in the rain break? And did that change the momentum a bit, you know, considering that after that it was all Sri Lanka and before that it was all Afghanistan, before the 3-hour break?
I don't give pep talk, I give honest talk. That's all. I tell them what has to be done. There is nothing like that. They have to come and perform. And that's what they did. Our bowlers really step up when it matters. All credit to the four seamers who bowled really well today.
Lasith had given quite a hard-hitting statement to the press in Sinhala just before the game. Did that get through to the team? Did you hear what he had to say? He said, you know, people should stop talking about going forward and just say that you need to feel shame about defeat that was there. So did people hear of it? And
I am not sure, but when you play for your country, there's a lot of pride at stake. They're all hurting. I'm sure about that. They really want to perform well for the country. What Lasith said is, whatever he said is that what he believes, and I think all the players get a lot of confidence after this win, for sure.
Any more questions in English?
On Kusal Pereira's performance, just your assessment of Kusal Pereira's performance. We've seen a few knocks of that type, particularly one in February in South Africa. What's your assessment of how he played?
Yeah, he's an amazing player. We have given him the full license to bat the way he wants to bat. We know that when he's come off, most of the time it's match winning. So he's very clear about his role. So that's the way he's going to play. And some games, when you play like that, you come. What happened in New Zealand game? Things like that can happen, but you can't. If you want to get best out of players like that, you have to give them freedom to play the way they can